For some, it was a calling. For some, a family tradition. And for some, destiny. This is the future of South African goalkeeping.
Greetings to everybody that is here with us today.
Hi there, people. This is Bokamoso, Taukobong on your screen. I'm from Rustenburg, bro. I was born in Rustenburg, a township called Lerach. I don't know if many of you have heard of the place, but surely you soon will. How I got to know you was obviously the academy back then, you know, from 2022. We were together at the academy. We shared the same dressing room a couple of times. And how we've grown to this today, I think it was a suggestion that, you know, as South African goalkeepers, there isn't really a platform that explores our careers to the fullest, you know, and get to know each other as a union, grow together. So I think this is how we came up with this.
When I was in under 17 and I first got introduced to under 17, he had a huge impact on my development. And Biggs, I'd just like to say I'm still very grateful for everything that you did for me, my bro.
You also had an impact in my growth as a person because it wasn't a one-way street, you know. We helped each other to grow throughout. And it was a great experience, man, I can't lie.
I think it is just fair for us to talk about Coach Marcus Mashilo. It was difficult for me because I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I still remember, bro. I still remember.
Yeah. So please just give us an overview on how Coach Marcus Mashilo came into the academy and the impact that he had on not only the two of us, but on the whole goalkeepers union, Go Mamelodi Sundowns Academy as a whole.
Obviously, when he got there, man, things were not really easy because he came with the mindset of senior guys, you know. He was used to training senior guys. And it was difficult for us because we were not used to that type of intensity of training, you know. Everything just seemed difficult. Obviously, you had a lot of rumbles with that guy when he first arrived. And he explained to us that it was because of your mind, you know, you're a very intelligent person. So obviously, your mind processes certain things quicker than your body does. It was just the speed of the mind and body reaction. They were not corresponding at that time. You could see how we were rapidly growing as a whole. But then because of his consistency and his work, and obviously we were willing to learn from him and all that, I think that's what made it easy for us to grow so quick and all that. But then, man, yeah, it was a great experience working with that guy. He wasn't only a coach, he was like a father to us, he was like a brother, a friend, all that, you know. So I think it was easy to work alongside him because he was a very open-minded person.
I remember Coach Marcus once said to me, he's like, things will get better. The union that we had at that point, it was stronger than ever before, if I could ever say, because we are all improving, we're all evolving, we keep pushing each other. And yeah, so that relationship that started difficult and eventually got better is now, it seems like it's going to be a lifelong relationship with Coach Marcus. How was it to represent Mamelodi Sundowns in the Engine Cup and also in the Bay Hill Premier Cup?
It was a dope feeling, man, you know? Like it was great. In everything that we did, it was great. That's a very huge brand in SA, man. And you could imagine how like players our age dream of being in the position that we were during those times. It was different from each and every club that we played against. You see that actually we're not the same as these guys, man. Even how they approach the game, you could see that they're already scared, you know. So I think like it was, I mean, it was great, especially during those tournaments, Bay Hill, Engine Cup, like they're one of the biggest tournaments in the country. It's just unfortunate that we didn't win them those times. And it was a good experience.
In contrast to representing Mamelodi Sundowns at the biggest tournaments in the country, I'd like to shift our focus from that to now getting released by Mamelodi Sundowns, because I think it's more of a tradition in the football world where a lot of players suffer. There's so many quality players who get lost along the way, who just get kicked out of the system. And I feel as players who've played for the biggest club probably in Africa, if not just South Africa, the feeling of getting released, I think it's something that the both of us can attest to, and it's also something a lot of people, they tend to hide from the fact that they got released. So I feel like you and I are people who are very open, and we're not ashamed of the experiences that have brought us to who we are today. So can you just take me through the feeling of the end of your Mamelodi Sundowns journey?
Yeah. I never thought I'd go back to that. I think it was one of my toughest moments, man, as a player, you know. Like it wasn't easy. If I would say I already expected it after the engine tournament. Obviously, no movements are happening. DDC is about to open. You could see what's happening. You within the club. So I think I was already processing it during that time, and would say, okay, this is what's happening in the club. So this means that the chances are high that I might be leaving the club at the end of the year, you know. Plus, I'm also considering that I'm in matric during the time. When it happened, I had already prepared for it with, you know what, this could happen. And what would I do if this really happens? I took it as an opportunity for me to experience the DDC at a different place. But then, yeah, man, it wasn't easy at all processing it all and getting over it. It wasn't easy at all. But then here we are, man. A year later.
For me, I think when I think about helping, there's two coaches that come to mind, and that is Coach Marcus Mashilo and Coach Surprise Moriri. When it comes to the community, I think those two coaches, even after I was released, they didn't make me feel like, yo,
You're not part
it's
of
like,
us anymore.
you know, there were times where I'd ask Coach Surprise to train with you guys. Not once did he say no. You know,
Yeah.
Coach Marcus still treated me like I was one of the academy keepers. He fought for me to get back in, and you know, those are two things I think I'll forever cherish in my life. That it's not everyone, not a lot of people after getting released still have the opportunity to still feel as if you are part and parcel of the team. You know, so Coach Marcus openly helped me in when it comes to helping other people. So please just give me your insight into how all the coaches you've worked with, be it from your development before Mamelodi Sundowns, before Katora Taipa, the coaches that have helped you, and just give us the ways that you can take from them to be like, I can use this to help the younger PK out there, to help the younger Zakes out there.
You know, I think, man, the most important thing is that the coaches that I've worked along have helped me with is giving a player confidence before anything else. You see, if it's my first day at training, different club, different coach, and they start doubting me, it's very difficult for me to really showcase my talent because in my mind, I've already been rejected, you see. I think we should first instill confidence in themselves, you know, because confidence is the biggest thing, man. Confidence is the biggest thing in this football career thing. If you've got no confidence, then I don't think you would survive for a really long time. When I went to bed, boy, nah, you see those two coaches, I'll never forget that in my life. I played one half, boy. First half only. Believe me or not, boy. After I made one save, first save of that game, Coach Tyron stopped his training session and came to watch our friends. I was told to come to train the following day. If I tell you how tiny I was during that time, I wouldn't believe, boy. Hey, boy, I was tiny, boy. Because of what he saw, he believed in me so much, man, that I made my debut against Chiefs. My debut for that was against Chiefs, boy. That was my first GDL game ever. Then obviously I put in a good performance. We won 1-0. The following week, mind you, it's my second week. I was told to go train with the under 17. So like I feel like that, bro, like once you get a coach that believes in you so much, it grows with you. Even if you having difficult times, but because of that one coach that believed in you, it grows with you that no, man, no matter what happens, what that guy saw was not a fluke. You're still the best. Okay. So I think that's what the younger generation needs to get from the local coaches and the people that they look up to. The most important thing for them to develop at a young age is confidence within themselves, and then the rest will follow, man.
This is just the beginning. None of us have seen anything as yet. Not myself, not BK, not any of the viewers, not any of the coaches, not any of the goalkeepers we have as part of the network. Thank you very much to everyone that watched today's interview with BK. I hope you learned a bit from the experiences that we did have. And with that, I just like to say good night, and the future is near, guys. Thank you, Peaks. Have a good night. Thank you, viewers, and we'll be back soon.
I will, cousin.